Welcome to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show presented by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. Also brought to you by Price & Randall, injury attorneys, Lake Expo Real Estate at lakeexpo.com, MoDOT, Save Mo Lives, Slumberland Furniture, Slumberland at the Lake, and New Spring Wellness Center. Talking Osage Indian basketball. We've got Coach Hinshaw with us here today as we look ahead to this season to come. And thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Big snowstorm on the day we recorded.
Any chance to promote our kids in our program, we want to take full advantage of it.
Absolutely. You're going into your second year as head coach of the Indians. Quite a season last year, 20-8. That was up 10 games from the year before, a 10-game improvement. And so what a great first year that you had. How did you get that done? How did you get that going like that last year?
Honestly, I didn't do a whole lot. We had a really good group of 4 seniors, and then some upperclassmen that are now seniors this year, sophomore in the mix as well, that really just kind of bought into a vision. And they gone through some growing pains. This year's senior class, for example, 3 of them were playing varsity basketball as freshmen, which at our size school can be a really challenging thing for a 14-year-old kid to walk into.
Yeah.
And there were definitely some growing pains. So some of the trials that they went through, their willingness to keep focusing, looking forward, finding ways to improve even when things were hard, that's really where it came from. I mean, I couldn't be more pleased with what those seniors and their teammates were able to accomplish. I think that win total, most wins in about 20 years, first co-conference championship, a first conference championship in 20 years. So a lot to be proud of, but transitioning to this year, even the guys that were a part of that, we kind of got to write our own chapter.
Yeah,
so
no doubt about it. And so you lose the 4 seniors.
Yep.
This year, you have a really successful football team at Osage.
Yeah, we do.
The Indians going to the state quarterfinals, and that affects you in the basketball program because a lot of those players on the football team will come over and play basketball. So you got them a little bit late this year.
Yep. So, I mean, there's pros and cons. I firmly believe that iron sharpens iron in our coaching staffs. I think having Coach Jolly as somebody I can go to, I can bounce stuff off as far as the culture we're trying to build. Couldn't ask for a better guy to work with in that area. And success breeds success. So our guys kind of learning what it takes to compete at a high level. I think those lessons they learned in football transition well into basketball. Now, from a basketball specific standpoint, there are some downsides. I mean, I think we had 15 practices in before we got our football guys, which is about 4 of our top 8, which that can be challenging. I think they lost their quarterfinal game on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we brought them into practice Monday.
Wow.
Offered them the 3 days off that we always do. We had all 7 seniors in the gym on Monday, got a practice in, had a Tuesday shoot around before season opener against Jeff City. So, and then obviously with Thanksgiving break, we're still looking forward to really building.
Getting into the meat of the season and everything.
Definitely. Get some practices in.
So who are going to be the guys that you are looking to lead the way for the Osage Indians this year?
I think it starts with our big 3 guys. The names you're probably most familiar with that played a lot of minutes on last year's team. It starts off with Blake Harrison, senior forward for us. He had a really good year last year, led us in scoring, 14 a game. I think he shot over 60% from the field, which is outstanding. Led our team in rebounding as well. He was an all-district, all-conference guy for us. He's really developed as a playmaker as well. I mean, he stands about 6'6", but he does a lot of things for us on the perimeter and inside. He had a really special night opening up the season in that close loss to Jeff City. I think he had 31 points, 15 rebounds. So he's going to be a huge part of what we do. And it's great because he's one of our hardest workers.
Yeah.
The other 2 that go right along with him is, first off, Jackson Long, that's just a junior for us. But he's already kind of established himself as one of the best shooters in mid-Missouri.
Yeah.
He outstanding work ethic. He's the kid that when I walk into the gym in the morning, getting to work, he's probably got 150 makes up on the shooting machine. So that's where that comes from. But then he was able to only sophomore in Tri-County to get all conference last year, which is a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
In our conference, that's really impressive. I think there's only 12 all-conference players from our conference, so I was really happy to see his work rewarded. He's second leading scorer, I think 11, 12 a game. But, I mean, he shot 41% on threes when he was shooting 9 attempts a game, which is pretty unheard of. And he's developed a ton. You won't find anybody that outworks him. And then finally, we've got Maverick Trusty, who he's the one he's been playing heavy varsity minutes since he was 14 years old.
Yeah.
He does a little bit of everything. He's really developed defensively. Quarterback for our football team as well. Great leadership you're going to get out of Maverick. As he rounds into basketball shape, you're going to see his shot start to get in rhythm. I think he went through last year kind of a slump at the beginning, trying to get his legs under him, trying to get everything ironed out. So it might be a process for him, but down the stretch, we expect him to be an outstanding player for us.
Yeah.
So.
The two things that stuck out to me on those players you talk about, you've got the big guy down low, and you've got a couple of smaller guys out on top that can nail the threes, especially if they get hot. So pretty exciting stuff with Osage basketball going into your second year as head coach. And we'll continue to talk about all this when we come back on the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.
What's like and follow?
Phones are very distracting. Which is why Missouri now has a law against holding a phone while driving.
Dude, what are you doing? You can't hold your phone while driving.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Buckle up.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers pediatrics at 2 lake locations and 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic, offering same-day appointments. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone, whether you live at the lake or just here visiting. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Cyber Week at Slumberland is here. Up to 60% off list. Incredible deals like an Ashley Midnight Madness sectional for $8.49. Plus a best-selling Lazy Boy recliner for just $3.99. Or an Ashley Chime Peak mattress for just $197. Deals so big, prices so low, all week long. Plus, no interest till 2029 on qualifying purchases. Get these deals while they last. It's Cyber Week, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Heck yeah.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, talking Osage Indians, and head coach Jeff Hinshaw going into his second year. First year at 20-game winner, and played really well. Lost a tough game in the playoffs at the end of the year. You could have gone even farther. Are you pretty pleased with where your program is in year 2?
Definitely. I think we're, at the end of the day, the win totals, conference championship, that was great. We would have loved to accomplish even more, and we'll probably never be satisfied in that area. But ultimately, I think our goal as a staff is trying to develop these guys as best we can, working with their parents. When they leave our program, we want to feel comfortable that, hey, they're ready, or in the near future, they're going to be ready to be that head of household, that father, that leader in their community. And hopefully we've used basketball as a tool to kind of help them develop the areas they need to. And I think we're doing that. So ultimately that's the big goal.
Absolutely. And as we talked about earlier, you've got a great group of seniors coming back this year that have been playing since they were freshmen on a varsity level. How about younger players? Do you have some in the pipeline that are going to keep you strong for the years to come?
Definitely. We've got really good participation. I mean, we got, I think, 31 kids in our program right now. We've got a 12-man freshman team with guys that are working hard and really seem to love basketball. And at that age, I mean, you've got all the time in the world.
Yeah.
So we got 2 pretty good ones down there that we know in the not too distant future are going to be able to really help us. And then we got a handful that have a chance to continue to develop and be a guy that can really impact our program as juniors or seniors. The ones you guys will see at the varsity level, the main one that's not a junior or senior is you'll get to see Colt Butler some this year, which you might have seen him on the football field do some really good things. He's a kid that's a great athlete at the wing position, he had a huge summer shooting the ball. He's really fallen in love with the game.
Yeah.
Found ways to put in extra work, develop as not just an athlete, but a real player. So I think, especially as he gets his basketball legs under him, I think he's poised to have a pretty big year as well.
Yeah, and there is a difference coming off of football.
Yeah.
It's a whole different set of muscles and, ways of running and hitting and all that. And you have to kind of get in the swing of the basketball thing. All right, we'll continue to talk Osage Indians basketball when we come back on the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.
Lake life starts here. At Lake Expo Real Estate, we know that buying or selling a lakefront property is more than just a transaction. It's the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter that we strive to make easy, from listing to closing. In a competitive market, we showcase your property to the masses online with lakeexpo.com, returning unmatched visibility. And if you're ready to buy that lake house, our team lives and breathes the lake lifestyle, so we know what this chapter is all about. At Lake Expo Real Estate, we believe in community, cherishing those lasting memories, and helping make your lake dream a reality. Check us out online to find lake properties. No logins, no distractions, just pure, unfiltered lake views and options. Lake Expo Real Estate, where we are ready to be a part of your next chapter.
For our Lake area teams, they've got their eye on the prize this season with big aspirations.
And basketball can be similar to driving, where sometimes it can be a matter of focus and attention.
Distracted driving led to over 25 fatal crashes on Missouri roadways in 2024 alone.
So be a part of the solution and not another statistic.
Always remember to buckle up and put your phones down. This reminder to drive safe, boat safe, brought to you by Price & Randall, injury attorneys.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. Coach Jeff Hinshaw of the Osage Indians, 20-game winners last year, conference co-champions, and another strong group coming back this year. What kind of style do you want to play this year? You want to be up and down a lot? You want to be slow? What would you like to do?
We're actually doing a really good job so far with the guys that we've had in practice, getting really comfortable playing at a uncomfortable pace offensively. Ideally, and we do it through some drill work, but a lot of our live scrimmages in practice, we're trying to get the ball out of the net and go.
Yeah.
If we can get it off the glass, that's even better. But we want to get the ball across as quickly as we can, look for early advantages. There's a fine line, though, as far as our growth, where we need to see some improvement, is realizing that, hey, playing fast doesn't always mean we have to shoot fast or hit that home run pass
right
away. So managing turnovers, still playing that style, I think is going to be key for us. But our guys have really embraced it, and they're having fun playing that way. And hey, it's always fun when you can light up a scoreboard.
Right. Yeah. It just reminded me of Coach Wooden saying something like, play quick, but don't play fast, or something.
Play fast, don't be in a hurry.
There you go. I mean, and he was greatness, right?
Yeah.
You are a coach's son, right? Your dad was a coach at Osage, I think.
Yep.
Wow. So you kind of grew up in this whole system.
Yeah. I mean, it's as far as I can remember, I've loved the game from being a little kid at practice, especially being back at Osage. It's just a special place. I was raised in the gym I'm coaching in.
Yeah.
And now I'm fortunate enough to be able to lead a program here. And I look over at the sideline, and I've got our managers playing with my 6-year-old.
Right.
Running around the gym. So really cool stuff. And it just holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah. And is your dad still around?
He is. Actually, we've got him on staff. So we've got a phenomenal staff with us. He's working as an assistant coach for our varsity. We've also got a retired head coach and former assistant superintendent at Osage working with us, Dr. Yoder.
Yeah.
And then we've got some really good other assistants. We got Colin Bernstetter, Isaac Yoder. So we got two parent-son combos. And then also Chris Butler, who does some phenomenal stuff for us as well.
How exciting is that?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
If you boil it down, what are going to be the keys for you guys to have what you consider a successful season?
I mean, ultimately, I think we're going to win games, but it's going to be a byproduct of how we do things day in, day out. The lessons we try to get through to our guys, trying to use the game to teach them about life. I think the wins and losses can get distracting at times for myself, definitely. It's how we're evaluated by the outside world. But if we can come in every day focused on what we can control, focused on improving as players and people, I think that's going to get us to exactly where everybody wants us to be.
That is so cool because, unfortunately, in a lot of situations, it's all about the wins and the losses.
Yeah.
And those are important and stuff, but high school sports is teaching life lessons, hopefully, helping these kids to have a successful life, after they graduate high school. And it sounds like that's important in what you're teaching.
Yeah. I mean, that's the end goal.
Yeah.
So I honestly think that lends itself to winning games.
Yeah.
Because it really comes down to how do you respond to adversity? How do you handle tough situations? How do you sacrifice for the betterment of a group, whether it be a high school basketball team or when you're a dad and nothing's about you anymore. It's about your family.
Yeah.
So when we get guys that are 18 years old and can already learn that lesson, it helps us, helps them lead our program, but it also makes us feel really good about kind of what we've been able to help them develop, and ultimately it comes down to their parents as well.
Yep. That's a big
we're a
part of
team. We're all working together.
So we have got 5 Osage boys and girls games on the Lake TV High School basketball schedule this year. Looking forward to all of those. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much.
Definitely.
Good luck this season. And thank you for joining us for the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.
You're watching Lake TV.